Hey everyone, Smooth Frosty here, and we're back with the Minecraft for Beginners series. Today we're going to finish the house behind us and get our very first mine going. So with that, stay tuned for this exciting episode of Minecraft for Beginners. I will see you soon. Alrighty, so first things first, I think we need to finish this house. I did take care of those pillagers. They're not there anymore, as you can see. I do have the bad omen effect. Uh, so I can't, if I go near a village right now without clearing it, which I will clear in this episode. I'll show you how to do that. I believe we have enough iron to be able to do it. Maybe we don't have, yes we do. We have enough iron to be able to make a bucket, and we can go and harvest the milk from a cow and drink it, and it'll get rid of the bad omen. But with that being said, I think what we need to do is we need to start smelting up the glass for this, and I'm going to actually use glass panes for it. I'm not going to use solid glass, and I think a nice blue or a nice a purple, probably blue, will look really well. We do have a little bit of sand. I don't think that's going to be nearly enough sand for what we need. So first things first, we need to pop on over to the desert to go and get some sand. So here we go. And now we've gathered a entire stack of sand. I think a stack will do. I'm just going to harvest these flowers up because these flowers will give us the blue dye. I think I've covered that in a previous episode. I'll have to review that and look. But if not, I'll show you how to make it anyways. Just I know I've shown you how to make dye because we started with a white bed. So the first thing you're going to have to do, and unfortunately we do not have any coal laying around, so we're going to have to actually go and gather some coal. For now we'll put the sand inside. It's not going to go anywhere, and we will go and find ourselves some coal, and as soon as I do that, I will be back. Alrighty, and I'm back, and we have 16 coal, which is going to be more than enough. We're only going to need 8. And something else for the beginners, like I do have a bunch of inventory. My inventory's full. But something else for, especially if you're playing on Java, if you right click on anything, it'll give you as much as possible half of whatever stack it is that you're clicking on. So we're only going to need 8. I am going to create a bunch of torches with the other ones. I think 8 torches will be enough, and I'm going to store some of the stuff away that we do not need at the moment. Like the horse armor and stuff like that, and I actually don't have enough storage space, so I'm going to have to create, I got 4 chests though. So what I'll do is I'll just put 2 more chests down there, and we can unload our inventory with the exception of the stuff that we are going to need. That way, if anything happens, we're not going to end up perishing because of, creepers. Like I said, creepers have got to be the worst. So I'll walk you through exactly how to get, glass panes. So you're going to need 6 glass to start with. And like I said, we're going to be doing panes that are colored. So if you take 6 glass blocks, that'll give you 16 glass panes. we are going to need 2 blue dye. You put the blue dye right in the middle, and if you left click and hold and drag around that, that'll give you the square, and that'll give you 16 blue. So I think that'll be enough for that. Like I said, we are going to have to clear this area out as well as that area there to get that cleared out. So now it's just a matter of placing them. We are going to need, I believe it's 12 for this area. So there's that first area done. And we'll get the floor put in. We're going to put the floor in literally on that level there, and it's going to run our this level here, I guess, so we can step down into our base. I'll clear that area out just a little bit so that we can bring it out, but for now we'll continue working on the glass, and I'll get the floor in, and I'll get the floor in, and then we will get the rest of the glass in. So it looks like it's going to be nighttime here soon. Yeah, it's going to be nighttime really soon. So as I said, what we're going to do is we're going to put the floor on this level. Again, just a little simple little starter house, nothing special. It is going to shelter us, which is good, and we're going to have the availability to be able to see out of our house to see if there's anything coming. So there's the floor in. Now I'm going to go sleep so that it's daytime, so that we have more light. One other thing that I would suggest is to temporarily put some torches down. I am planning on trying to find some pumpkins in this world. If I find pumpkins, we can dig out a portion of the floor after we've got pumpkins, because we can turn them into jack-o'-lanterns, which work really well for light. So we've got that there. We are going to have, we're going to need one space down. Now I would, because of the way that this is designed, and we're going to be pulling it out one more, I would say that we'll make our ladder right there. And I think that'll work really well for getting up and down. So now that we have done this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this back by just a little bit. Back to about there should be good. And then I will put the floor in along here as well to bring it up and around, and it can just attach to the end here. So we'll get that done quickly. Right on camera, because it's pretty quick to do. That's done. Now what we'll do, because there's the upside down stairs here, the way the glass is going to connect is going to be a little bit iffy. It's going to be a little bit weird, but we'll deal with that when we come to it. So now to go center, I believe this is 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8. So we go out 4, and then 4, and then do that once more. And what we'll do is we will bring that out just like that, and we'll be able to put some stairs here, because well, the windows are going to be here. Like I said, there's going to be a little bit of a deck. It's going to come out, and the windows are actually going to come up right along here, and there's going to be fence posts that come down on that side as well as that side, and then the glass is going to connect to those. So we probably have a bunch of glass ready to go, but I do need to build the fence posts. So the way we're going to do that, I'll just take a quarter stack of the wood, turn it into planks, and make a bunch of sticks. Then this is super easy to do if you do it that way. I don't prefer doing it that way. I prefer, building everything individually. So that is how you make a fence, exactly like that. You can just open the book and click on it. We're going to need 2 sets of fence, so 6 in total. So now if we come back up here, and don't worry about constantly jumping, we are going to make a pathway that comes down there as well. So if we come up by 3 on that side and 3 on that side, that will allow for us to put in a little border like, you know, like we can take our wood here and we can put a border in just like that, and then the glass is going to go directly on top of there. There's also going to be glass in here, so we can do some of that just like that, and we'll get the rest of the glass. The glass should be smelted up by now, or the sand should be smelted. We have quite a bit. I think what we will do is we will make 3 sets to start. We'll just turn that all into dye, because that will give us 48 glass panes, and we'll see if that is actually going to be enough. It may or may not be. It completely depends on the build and where we're putting stuff. So as you can see, we have a glass window that's in there now. Same thing for this side. Now the only problem is that this is going to be close, so you have to pull that back, otherwise it's going to stick out and it's going to look weird. But yeah, it's almost complete. So we got glass on that side. Then the only problem is that glass will not connect to here. So we can use a separate block and make it look sturdier, or we can just get rid of the fence posts altogether and just connect the glass right up to it, and it'll make it like a bay window. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go without the fence posts, and we'll just connect the glass right up to it to make it look like a bay window. So, you know, if we bring the glass around just like this, this part is going to be a little bit difficult. If you click on the stairs, it'll come up. Now you see, the reason why I like doing this is because it lines up perfectly with the stairs. There's almost no gap in between the stairs, and it looks good. And you're in the wrong spot. Perfect. Glass, unless you have a Silk Touch pickaxe, is one of those things that unfortunately, when it and we can't have glass there. So glass, unfortunately, is one of those things that unless you have a Silk Touch pickaxe, you cannot pick them up when you break them. They just break. So what we'll do is we'll bring that up on both sides. And now, because we only need a gap of 2, what we can do is we can do that, but we can also put some glass inside here. You know, make a little window above. We are going to have to make our door. And again, put down some torches. We'll have to make 4 doors in total. Unfortunately, every time you make a door, you get 3. So, yeah, we'll make 4 doors in total, and it's pretty easy to do. Let me make sure we don't actually have any. So what you do, you come up to your crafting bench, and you make an arrangement just like that. It can be either on this side like that or this side like that, but it has to be 2 wide by 3 tall. That'll give us 6 because, like I said, you always get 3 doors when you create one. And I got rid of the food. So again, what we'll do is we'll come in and I don't think I'll need to time lapse this, but there is another little tip that I like to use. So especially if we bring this back by 1 more, this will work really well. If you click on this block right here instead of that block when you're placing your door, make sure that the handle of the door is pointed in, and you can match it, mirror it by clicking on the other side. That'll open up. What you can do is you can place 2 pressure plates right there, and that door, when you run inside, will automatically close behind you, and when you go to leave your house, it'll automatically close the door behind you. Pressure plates are really easy to make. I don't know if we have any other, we don't have any other wood, but we do have the one stone pressure plate. I don't want to use that. So what we'll do is we'll make 2 oak pressure plates just like that, and we'll bring them up and finish the upstairs build. So if you place those 2 right like that, when you step on them, they will automatically close the door. So now you have the upstairs built. You do have the wraparound bay windows, which look really nice. They do sit out. They do look nice. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of grass. We can change that by putting wood in, which would look a lot better. So I think I'll go ahead and do that, and then it looks better. Now what we'll have to do is we'll have to create our ladder. Our ladder will be the next step in doing that. So make sure you have some sticks. And I believe we're only going to need 3 ladders for this. So we'll go ahead, we'll build the 3 ladders. 1, 2, 3. If you leave it here, you won't instantly climb up. You'll have to jump. Now the only problem with that is where the trap door that's on here is going to sit. So what we can do is we'll just get rid of the top one, and we'll put it on the bottom. That way you can climb up and you'll be able to jump up into it, and that'll allow you access down to it. You won't get hurt coming down. We are going to be moving our bed really soon. First, I'm going to make some more, I gotta gather some more blue, because we are going to need, if I do the outline of the door, which the door is going to be right there, what we'll do is we'll do there, there, and there. There's the outline, so we're going to need 6, 12. We are going to need 12 more glass panes, and I believe we still have 4 left. We have 5 left. So I don't need any more, I don't need any more blue dye. And we'll do that. We'll put the glass in, we'll put the other 2 doors in, we'll make some more pressure plates so we can open the doors. It just makes it so much easier when you have pressure plates. And then we'll start moving stuff and getting, you know, we'll get our bed inside anyways. At least our bed for now. And then we'll get started on our mine. So we'll put the 2 doors in. While I'm here, I may as well make the 2 pressure plates that we're going to need as well. Again, same thing. I like to put them so that they are both right there, and then that allows you to come out. I will make some stairs that come off of the deck here. What I might do, because I am going to put a fence around it, I'll probably have the stairs just come off of here with 1 extra block coming out. So we do have an extra block, and I'll make some more fence posts, and we will get right at it. Now I think 15 fence posts will be enough. As I said, we're going to be clearing this back. I'll clear this back just a little bit so the fences aren't sticking on it. Because, you know, we are going to clear it back just a little bit. It's not an overly huge deal. And what we'll do is we'll just run the fence posts down along, just like that. And what the other thing that we'll do is we'll bring 1 more block out so we can have the 1 fence post right there. And then we're going to create some stairs. So we already have stairs. We don't even need to create stairs. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll put the 2 stairs in, and there's our deck coming up. When we come in, it'll automatically close behind, and we'll be able to get out and, you know, that sort of stuff. So now we're going to move our bed, and we'll just place our bed on the bottom for now. I know the house isn't completely finished. There'll be some detailing that needs to be done, some wood that needs to go in here and wood that needs to go in here. But for now, it is a shelter that is going to keep you safe, and it can always be expanded upon. So once you lay your bed down, always make sure you right click on it so that you're setting your spawn point. So now we need to locate a spot where we want our mine. A spot that would be relatively close to the house, easy to access. I think right in this hill right here would be a good spot to start going down. So if you clear a little bit of an area out so that you've got a flat surface to work with when you go down, you know, you've got flat surface, that gives you, this is going to look pretty nice, because you can start coming down, you know, into it a little bit further. So this will be the start of our mine. What we'll do, and when you're digging a mine, you don't have to dig it too wide, but what I would suggest is 2 wide is nice. 3 wide is ideal if you want tracks. But when you're digging, what I would suggest is always dig 3 along the wall, so you come down, and then 2 along the bottom, so that you know, it comes out, and you know, so these 2 plus the 2 that are under there plus these 3, that will make it so that your mine, when you're going up and down, when you do finally put stairs in, you're not going to be bumping your head or getting stuck, and it figures that the pickaxe would break. So what we're going to do, we've got the starting of our mine now, which is close to the house. Yeah, we've got the starting of the mine. We can actually, because of where this is, we can actually build a building out of, you know, out of here. Attach it right to where the wall is. If we add a little bit of dirt there, then what happens when we do that, because we can build out, if we bring it out to about here, then when we start staircasing down, it's not going to be too high. Again, because right now we have oak, and I know I'm using a lot of oak, you know, isn't really the best thing to use. I would, you know, there's a lot better wood to use. But for now, because all we have right now is oak and cobblestone, that is what I would suggest using for now. And we do have 2 other doors as well, which works out. So what we'll do is we'll lay the foundation for this, and we'll bring it out to there. And then we'll put the roof on, or we'll build up the walls, and then we'll get the roof on top of it. So, you know, it's not something that's hideous to look at, if you will. It'll be, like I said, it'll be built literally into the cliffside here. So the next thing that we need to do, we've got 4 stairs, but that's not enough, because you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side, another 5 on that side. That's 10, plus then a few more to be able to actually give this the shape that we need it to be. So with that being said, we're going to need 20 stairs in total. We only have 4. So again, we're going to grab just a little bit more wood. And we'll convert that wood into planks. So that's 12, 16. That should be 20 in total. Perfect. Now, the entrance to your mine, like if you want, again, this is just the beginner's guide. This is not 100% aesthetics. I mean, there are some aesthetics in this, but for the most part, it's just the beginner's guide on how to get started and, you know, yeah, how to get started, where to mine, how to find diamonds, stuff like that. I mean, we've already found diamonds, but that's rare. They don't normally pop up in desert temples, and if they do, it's usually only one, maybe two. So something else that you can do now that we've got this built is we can put two more torches up top, and again, we will, put those on there. Now, because they're on the other side, we do have some wood left. What we can do is we can actually change these so that they are wood, so that you can clearly see where it is. And then we'll just make two more pressure plates, and we'll put the pressure plates right there. So there's the starting of the mine, going down, and there is the house that has been completed up to this point, that has access to the top of the hill and the bottom of the hill, a kind of bay window, and the back porch. And yeah, in the next episode, I think what we're going to do in the next episode, I don't think the next episode is going to be about building anything, unless it's a farm. I may do, the next episode may be our the startings of our farm, of our manual sugarcane farm. As I said in the last episode, there are a lot of starter farms that you see on YouTube. Five must-have farms for the start of your world. Well, all of these require going into the Nether, which is not. That's not a starter farm to go into the Nether. I mean, you need diamonds to be able to mine obsidian, and then you need to, build your Nether. You need to go in. You need to find your Nether quartz. And then you got to build your, then you got to mine deep, and you got to find your redstone so you can build comparators, or so you can build observers and stuff like that. So, I mean, these are literally going to be starter farms that don't require anything to do with the Nether. So, although some of them may have redstone components to it, they will not be automatic farms. They'll be starter farms, and that's if there's any redstone components to them. So yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty productive episode. Our house is up and running. Our mine is built and ready to go. And yeah, it's been pretty exciting for me. I mean, it's nice to build, or it's nice to pass on the knowledge that I have. And I mean, like I said, there's a lot of people on YouTube that have guides, and the guides are pretty great on YouTube. I mean, a lot of them, I used to watch guides on YouTube for Minecraft, but a lot of it I did figure out on my own, and some of it just wasn't on YouTube. So, and that's kind of why I'm doing this guide, is to touch on the stuff that is not on YouTube, the simple things that starting, like people that are just starting wouldn't know. And I feel like a lot of the guides on YouTube are tailored to people that have been playing Minecraft for a few months, and this guide is for people that literally just started. Like, if you just started Minecraft today, then this is the kind of guide that it is going to give you the most knowledge to get your game going, at least until you get to a certain point where you need to know more stuff, and then there's other guides on on YouTube for that as well. So, you know, I hope you guys would have enjoyed the episode as much as I have. Please like and subscribe, and you know, share the word. You know, share the word about Smooth Frosty, and you know, let other people know. And you know, and I will see you the next time. As always, stay frosty, everyone. Goodbye.